Hey guys out there. Hope everyone's having a great day. It's Tuesday, so that means it's a tax tip Tuesday. And Valentine's Day is not that far off, so I figured what could be more romantic than a discussion about taxes? Maybe not actually the most romantic discussion, but um, marital strife around finances is one of the leading causes of divorce. So, even though it might not seem romantic, it could be super beneficial to your relationship if you actually go ahead and figure out how you want to file your taxes. So, the IRS, I guess, is a little bit traditional. I know people can be in all sorts of different kinds of relationships these days, but they really want to know, are you married or are you not married? It's not real shades of gray with the IRS, and the reality is they only care what you are on December 31st. So if you go and get married on December 30th, you can claim to be married and file as married for the entire year. Actually, you have to. You have to either file married joint or marry file separate. Which leads us to the next topic, right? Should you file jointly or should you file separately? I'm often surprised at how many people don't understand that when you're married, that you file, generally speaking, one tax return, right? So that's for our marry file joint folks. And the next question is obviously, well, which one should I do? Right? People wonder, like, am I losing money? Am I saving money? Why would I go about doing it? And there's a couple of reasons. So number one, if you file married joint, you are each 100% responsible for all of the taxes, right? And that math doesn't really sound like it makes sense, but what they mean by that is if you're a married couple and you say you generate $10,000 of taxes, right? Maybe only one of you works. Whose taxes is it? Well, the 10,000 actually belongs to both of you and each of you. So if the spouse that works pays the tax, okay, great. If the spouse that doesn't work needs to pay the tax, well, that might be harder for them to come up with the money, but in the eyes of the IRS, they don't care. One of you or the both of you is going to come up with that money. Now, when you file married separately, which is the next version of married filing taxes, it's a little bit different, right? So you each are going to end up filing your own tax return, and you're each only responsible for your own taxes, right? And that kind of sounds like it's a little bit more fair, but there's a lot of other kind of quirks to filing married separate. Like, for example, if one of you itemizes their taxes, you both have to itemize. And if one of you takes a standard deduction, you both have to take the standard deduction. So there's not like a mix and match for certain things like that. Also, the tax rates tend to be higher. So while it sounds great, like, all right, I don't have to be responsible for my spouse's taxes, they can deal with their own taxes, you might overall, as a family unit, actually end up paying much more in taxes. So you kind of have to weigh the pros and cons of each. I will tell you guys that about 99% of the married couples that I do taxes for end up filing married joint. There's very few times that it works out to the benefit to file separate. And if you're in like a completely not official relationship, but maybe you've been, living together for 2 years and whatnot, well, you're filing separate. I'm sorry to tell you, unless you want to go get married. And it may or may not be for the better, at least for your taxes. You would have to do a little bit of tax planning and see. So, happy Valentine's Day. Keep it romantic. Talk about your finances. Talk about your taxes. And we'll see you next time.